On the day of the Mid-Autumn Festival, Ganju and his spouse were intimately feasting together. Sister-in-law sent someone to invite Aang over, but Ganju was unwilling to let his wife leave. Aang told the messenger to go on ahead, saying she would come shortly. Yet she remained seated, chatting and laughing, showing no intention of leaving for a long time. Ganju was afraid his sister-in-law would wait too long, so he repeatedly urged Aang to go quickly. Aang just smiled and ultimately did not go. The next morning, as soon as Aang finished washing and dressing, sister-in-law came over and asked with concern, "Last night we were together, why did you seem so downcast?" Aang said nothing, only giving a faint smile. Ganju found it somewhat strange. After repeated questioning, he discovered that the accounts from both sides did not match. Sister-in-law was greatly alarmed and said, "If it's not a demon, how is it possible to create a clone?" Ganyu was also very frightened. Through the door curtain, she said to Aang, "My family has done good deeds and accumulated virtue for generations and has never made enemies with anyone. If you are a demon, please leave quickly. Do not harm my younger brother." Aang said sheepishly, "I was originally not human. It was only because my father-in-law arranged a marriage contract for me. Therefore, sister-kin also urged me to come and get married. I knew I could not bear children, and I once wanted to leave. The reason I lingered and did not go was that my brother and sister-in-law treated me well. Now that you are suspicious of me, let us part ways from now on." In an instant, she turned into a parrot and flew away gracefully. Long ago, when Gan's father was alive, the family kept a very clever parrot. Gan's father often fed it personally. At that time, Ganju was only 4 or 5 years old and asked, "Why do you keep a bird?" His father teased him, saying, "To be your wife." Sometimes when the parrot had no food, he would call Ganju to feed it, saying, "If you don't feed it quickly, your wife will starve to death." The family also joked with Ganju using these words. Later, the chain broke and the parrot flew away. It was then that they realized the marriage contract Aang spoke of was this very thing. Ganju knew Aang was not human, but he missed her every moment. His sister-in-law missed Aang even more, crying day and night. Ganyu deeply regretted it but could do nothing. 2 years later, Ganyu arranged for his brother to marry a girl surnamed Jog. Yet Ganju remained unhappy. Ganyu had a cousin who served as a magistrate in Guangdong. Ganyu went there to visit and didn't return for a long time. At this time, bandits were causing trouble, and most of the nearby villages had become ruins. Ganju was very frightened and led the whole family to escape into the valley. There were many men and women taking refuge in the valley, none of whom knew each other. Suddenly, a woman's soft voice was heard, sounding especially like Aang. The sister-in-law urged Ganju to go and take a look, and sure enough, it was Aang. Ganju was overjoyed and grabbed Aang's arm, refusing to let go. Aang said to her companion, "Sister, go ahead first. I'll go see my sister-in-law and be right back." When she came to the sister-in-law began to sob sorrowfully. Aang comforted her repeatedly, then said, "This place is not safe either." She advised them to go back home. Everyone was afraid the bandits would return, but Aang said firmly, "Nothing will happen." So they all went back together. Aang gathered some dirt to block the door. She instructed everyone to stay put and not go out, then sat down and repeated the instructions several times. She turned to leave. The sister-in-law quickly grabbed her wrist. She had 2 maids seize her feet. With no choice, Aang had to stay.